Hi, I'm Mr. Lestrop. I'm here with Drew Caldwell, who's running for the Above and Beyond party in Cheadle. So, Drew, can you tell us a little bit about your party?
The party is a single-issue party, wanting none of the above on all UK ballot papers immediately. I mean, the likelihood is we're not going to get any MPs, so at least we can force a debate about the way in which we're governed at the moment, because we don't particularly think the current democracy is particularly working, and we think it's an illusion, to be honest.
Could you elaborate a little bit more about the none of the above policy?
Yeah, well, none of the above. Firstly, we believe that only 65% of people voted in 2010, and we don't really think that that's because people are apathetic. We feel it's because they're just disengaged, because candidates or parties aren't producing policies that chime with their beliefs. So we believe that a fundamental change is needed within the system, and allowing people to voice their discontent by voting none of the above. At least then the main parties will be able to take note of that. And at the very least, it should increase democratic engagement, because we should be able to get higher turnouts.
So Drew, what is your current view of British politics today?
I think the system's failing the very people it's supposed to represent. Currently, I don't think our democracy is living up to that word. I think it's being our policy agenda is being driven by large lobby groups and big business, and they're dictating the way in which we're governed ultimately. And I believe that the link between the representatives and the constituents is just being further and further eroded by large corporations ultimately.
So with you running as PM for Cheadle, what kind of things do you hope to change?
Within the local area, I've been getting involved in a lot of sort of direct action, sort of petitions and whatnot, but ultimately it's very difficult for me to be able to formulate policies for contemporary issues when we are standing on the issue of none of the above. So I think it would almost be a little bit hypocritical to be producing policies, because we think that it's the current system that's the issue.
And how are you balancing uni life with this campaign? It's a bit of a tricky thing. It's very rare for a student to run with PM and balance uni life at the same time.
Yeah, it's been pretty difficult. A lot of driving back from Sheffield to Cheadle, and obviously essays and whatnot, and exams coming up soon. So yeah, it's been quite difficult balancing it. Picked up a cold, but bar that, no, it's been okay. I've managed to deal with it. So
Drew, how do you get involved in this politics from studying in university? How do you get involved in this?
Well, I take history and politics, and I saw the party through friends sharing it on Facebook, the power of social media, and then got in contact with the party, and it really chimed with what I believe, and the sort of idea of politics not really working for all the people in the country. So that's what sort of sparked me to get involved with it.
Okay. And so do you think that more students around Sheffield should be more involved in politics?
Yeah, I mean, I encourage everyone, irrespective of age, but particularly students, because turnout's so low currently between the younger age brackets of the population. So I think getting involved in politics is important, because ultimately I think we've been betrayed by governments recently, particularly over tuition fees. And I think that's because we're not engaging with the process as it is. And I think if we were getting involved, the politicians would have to take note, because ultimately then we'd be dictating the outcome of elections. But currently the turnout between 18 and 24-year-olds is only 45%, so they know that they should target older age brackets. And if more people got involved, more people voted and stood for elections, then hopefully it would prompt higher engagement between students.